Hello and welcome to the last video before patch 8.0 happened. So this is the only or the last video I'm featuring that is made, or not the video is made, but the only game that is featured with the old mechanics without the CV rework and some other stuff that happened during the change, such like the spotting or plume incident. I'm calling it plume incident issue, whatever wargaming it calls. Yeah. And today's main actor is Queen Yudachi. That's kind of some weep stuff name, I guess. So I know I know the guy because he's my clan. So we call him Marlies because Queen Yudachi is probably a bit strange. And he's playing the Tier 8 US premium battleship, the Massachusetts, which is actually a really fun and balanced premium ship. And this is, of course, kind of a rarity when we look at the releases we have from time to time from Wargaming. And if Wargaming would produce these premium ships, then I guess nobody would complain. It's not overpowered, it's fun to play, it's well balanced, and it does make credits. So nothing else you wanna have, right? That's what a premium should do. The speciality of the Massachusetts is, of course, for those who don't know it, that it's the only American battleship that is able to be spec'd with an efficient, let's call it efficient, secondary spec. So you have kind of secondary range like Tirpitz or Bismarck has, and you can utilize them pretty well. Of course, you have to have always in your mind that the Massachusetts is, I think, a South Dakota class battleship, which has, of course, a huge citadel. So the broadside, if you give too much broadside, you eat citadels. That's compared to a Tirpitz or
enemy force detected.
Bismarck. Kind of a downgrade, but you can mitigate it by angling your ship. Nose in, normally. Alright, so this game is played on trap. And Queen is going here below C. I made a video about, or the last video of trap was, I think, in my Akizuki, where I showed that it is normally kind of a stalemate situation, but this time Queen Yudachi and the Bismarck to the right are doing some plays. I think it's more accidentally, but I think also think that it's a good opportunity to show what top tier battleships are able to if they are played correctly. Maybe you missed it, but tier 8 is here top tier, and as a top tier, normally the responsibility falls back to the top tiers. And if you want to push or do some aggressive move, it's expected from the lower tiers that the top tiers will do it. And of course, in the best case scenario, you do it as a skillful player, let's put it like this. Alright, so what are they deciding? They are deciding to push the sea. That can go horribly wrong, but let's see. I mean, as long as there are not too many cruisers up here that can burn you down alive, and as soon as you have like a DD close or a Bismarck that has access to Hydro, this thing is going to work out. Of course, here are some, how can I say it, some factors you don't know. I mean, there could be more ships up here, but it looks as if the enemy is focusing more on A, which is of course good. Now the Hydro comes in handy. I mean, it's clear, the cap is still blocked. Destroyer is still in here. So if you look at the torpedoes, it's 2 times X4. That means can probably only be the Kagero. Eventually the also possibility would be the Akizuki, but they were stacked too close, and Akizuki needs to activate the reload booster, and therefore there is some delay in the torpedoes. So what I really like here is Queen Podachi is creating a different angle than the Bismarck. Best case scenario, Bismarck goes this way, Queen is going this way. He shows a bit of broadside, yes, but that's it. And Kagero was recently spotted, or briefly spotted by the spotter plane.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
And yeah, he's doing this really carefully and takes some shots. It's well angled. I think I would concentrate on a Mogami since he's the biggest threat. You can't angle against HE fire. You want to get rid of the cruisers, that's the thing. If the Mogami would be smart, he would sit behind his island in cover and just burn them alive and run away. Also Normandy followed up here, so they have kind of a lot of ships here in this area. And the Kagero has a hard time to kill them all. Therefore, yeah, this push works more or less. Of course, Queen needs to give a bit of broadside now to the Bismarck. If his friendly Bismarck would have gone this way, would have been better in my opinion. On the other hand, if he's pushing towards this island to get safe, because he clearly did tank the most damage there, also fine. So Queen Podachi is... Udachi, sorry, this name is hard for me. Is angling towards these guys. You always want to angle towards the battleship, and that's what he's doing. And the enemy battleships, of course, like they always do, I don't know why they are running. We have a Bismarck, we have a Tirpitz, we have a Colorado. If they would have split up and not only like the poor Mogami would sail around, they could have stopped this, I guess, with some efforts by themselves. But this is, of course, I mean, I'm playing in the Bismarck and I'm running because, for whatever reasons. One of the best brawling battleships on tier 8, and I'm running. Same for the Tirpitz. So, absolutely atrocious play by the enemy top tier battleships. Yeah, aiming for the Mogami, as I said, this is the thing you want to get rid of. Only 5 overpens, which is pretty unlucky. But the secondaries come into work handy and kill the Mogami pretty nicely. Yeah, so far, really good play. The overpen scenario thingy, oh my god, there's another close quarters. The overpen thingy with the Massachusetts has to do with its worse Sigma than, for example, the North Carolina or the Alabama, which are the other American battleships on tier 8. So, kind of... Yeah, okay, the Cleveland gets torped by the Kagero, which is kind of surprising. That shouldn't happen ever. Yeah, the Sigma value isn't that great. So I think it's 1.7 if I'm not mistaken. If you compare that to, for example, the North Carolina, then you know that North Carolina has the way more precise guns. He's here a bit hesitant just because of the Kagero. Since he damage con to only one torp launcher, and the Kagero could launch a second set, it's kind of difficult to say, but I think the Kagero has smoke, otherwise there's no possibility that he has, or this Dallas can sit in smoke. So he should be safe, he's acknowledging it, and is definitely going to speed up and create some distance. What you don't want to do is, of course, pushing into a destroyer that knows what he's doing. So he turns away, gives a bit of broadside, yes, but in return he can also shoot the Colorado, And if that Colorado isn't aware, well, he's eating probably some torpedoes. Yes, the man lands some torpedoes. Should be fine. I mean, it doesn't give him anything to push up into this area. I mean, they are leaving already, and it looks as if his team lost A, so it's all coming down to defend B. And that's what he's aiming for. More torpedoes. And the Kagero is doing quite a good job here. Don't know why the Cossack is almost dead. There's literally nothing that can shoot him in the smoke. Yeah, seems as if the enemy Colorado is going down, so now it's definitely time to be aware what's going on in B. If I go, or if I wanna defend it, I think I would go towards here, into this area. You have two destroyers that are backing your right flank, and you can angle towards all the battleships. If that guy comes in, you are angled. If that guy comes in, you're angled, and you can just let your secondaries work. Probably not enough lead there on the Prince Eitel Friedrich. Yes, a bit. Or not enough. Definitely not enough. Yeah, the destroyers are doing some questionable things. I mean, if you look at the minimap, there's still a Kagero around. You don't want to sit in smoke and wait to get torped, so not the best play by the destroyers, but okay. You take one you can get, right, in randoms. Pretty unlucky. Salvo on the Prince Eitel Friedrich there. But he's now concentrating on the other Prince Eitel Friedrich, who is in the cap. The main difference, I don't know if I like this move here with the turning full broadside. I mean, the Prince Eitel Friedrich is known to have the best guns, but in other situations I would avoid doing it. And actually I would like go in a bit close. Yeah, as I said, he's starting to shoot you. But you actually can't sit there when there are secondary fire like this. And Kagero kills another ship. That enemy Kagero is doing really hard work there. I don't know what the Normandy is doing. He said he stopped full broadside. I mean, that's about to get punished normally in any other battleship, but not from in the Prince Eitel Friedrich. So I don't know why Queen is reversing here, but I guess he has its reasons. Oh, they have still an Akizuki as well. That's of course an issue. And the next close quarters expert, so that's number 3 now. Okay. Quite a good work that the secondaries are doing. I guess he was worried about the Akizuki, but now I would go in completely ham. I mean, he's sitting in smoke. Nobody. That's the time when you want to approach a smoked up DD that has no vision on you. A bit too passive play here in this situation, in my opinion. I mean, it's 4 versus 4, but still. You don't need to bother about these guys. The DDs are the... I mean... The Massachusetts can handle like a Scores and a Prince Eitel Friedrich pretty easy. The only thing it can't handle that well is destroyers. So if you can get a chance to kill a destroyer, then this would be it right now. Yeah, I mean the Normandy is trying his best. He shouldn't be. How can I say it? He shouldn't be too more visible at all. Nah, don't shoot it. It's 20 kilometers. That's not going to work out. That's too much. I mean, If he just realizes a bit that he's getting shot at. And now you have the issue, you wanna go actually here and not the same way like the Normandy and fight this Prinz Eitel Friedrich. I think it's kind of an approvable play, but of course the secondaries are doing such a work that's unbelievable. And now switch to HE for the Akizuki. He has to come your way, kind of. You need to help your Normandy. No, 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 no. You want to go right off the island. Right off the island. Not left. That would be not the smartest move. Yes, go into the detection range. The Akizuki doesn't have any smoke. I mean, not the best play of the Akizuki. He stayed there to die, actually. Yeah. And now he's doing the smart one. Yeah. That's the issue. If you would have been in position, you could have helped your Normandy. He's probably going down, and you don't pick up the Akizuki kill. So in this case, you just rely on you being lucky. That he's stupid enough to come out and fight you for some reason. And yeah, that's not how you do plays, but okay. I mean, I know already the outcome, and it's good that he's spotted, because the Mayan is taking advantage of it and hopefully gets rid of him. Yeah, but now he has no plane spotting anymore. Probably the Kagero is also around. So what the Mayan should do is going in here, hunt this Akizuki while you handle the rest. I mean, the Kagero, if you are still spotted, is somewhere here in this area. 100%. He's not in C yet, so he must be in this area. That's what I would assume. I don't know why the main is turning. That's an absolute kill. On the other side, 3 minutes into the game, you have a significant point. Oh, not anymore. Well, that's gonna be a rough game. And the Mayan stayed too long. Can Akizuki open fire? Maybe you get a glimpse? Probably not now. Now the situation really, yeah. That's of course what you shouldn't do in an Akizuki. I wouldn't even bother to turn my guns here. Exactly, and there we go, close quarters, number 4. I don't know if I would have damage count here. I don't know. That's probably not a good idea. You don't know where the Kagero... I mean, we assumed it is here. So the question is, where would the Kagero go? Well, they kept B, so no necessity. He can completely concentrate on you, and if he's around, that scores. Well, yeah, that scores. Also missed the point of running away quick enough. Exactly, and that's what is happening. Will you get... Yes. Oh my. Okay, that's kill number 4, all secondary kills. Yeah, Kraken secondary kills. That's what you don't see very often. Okay, now you're spotted. He must be here somewhere. He must be here. No way that he's somewhere else, so he's here. You're turning away. If you look at the time, it's gonna be... I don't have the mod, but could be that it's enough time. As long as the Kagero isn't entering C. By the way, the name is actually Queen Yudachi Poetist. Who's thinking, who's creating these names? It's just like, Also, I would switch to HE. That's the thing I would do, and I don't know why you're turning here. I mean, you should go to C and run. Just run.
Torpedoes to port.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Torpedoes
That's not
deployed.
good. That's holy moly. Yeah, I think in the last part of the game you made quite a lot of mistakes that were unnecessary, and in the end you got
Spotted
away.
airborne.
That was yeah, the luck of the lucky. My. Nevertheless, my point stays. This is a fun premium ship. If correctly played, you can have such games even as top tier. No skill, only luck. Yeah. But yeah, enemy Kagero played also a really solid game. Alright, 200,000 damage, 5 kills, 5 secondary kills, let's be precise. Confederate High Caliber Kraken unleashed Fireproof Dreadnought, yeah, and 5 times Close Quarters Expert, so achievement wise, that's probably what you. There's not much you can expect. Base XP wise, of course, it's not that high, even though 5 kills and so on, but you're still top tier, so you won't gain too much XP out of fighting tier 6s and 7s, and only rarely tier 8s. That's pretty normal stuff. Yeah, so Queen Yodachi, the poetist. Thank you very much for sending this in. Yeah, and let's have hope that this game won't collapse with the 8.0 patch. I have my expectations. I don't think it. I don't hope they get all fulfilled. But yeah, you never know what wargaming does. Besides, thanks for watching, guys. Um, if you like that replay, well, give it a like. Comment on it if you want to. I mean, maybe to make your condolences. Oh my god, my English and my pronunciation. Since this is the last game that we see in the old version of World of Warships. So, have a good time and see you in the 8.0 patch. Bye bye.